subscribers, fans, Big Daddy Pump here. And if you aren't on Path of Diablo, get your tail over here, bruh. This game's tight as fuck. Like I said, it's pretty damn addictive, so watch yourself. But check this out. What me's gonna do is me's gonna hit this cow level up here. And I found this phase blade, which is 30s, and I have a few of these. Found Lysander's flank, which is a toad. But I don't really know if it's worth squat. Probably not. You could corrupt it though, and I think maybe get 5 seconds max, but probably throw that thing on the ground. But check this toad out. Can people make like Heart of the Oak in this thing? And then it'll have +6 to Blessed Hammer total. That'd be a toad. I just put it up on the trading site, but I don't know if I'm going to get squat for it, but we'll see. Well, here's what I've been doing. Is I've been hitting up the cow level some. I've been running the Hellforge Smith, who's someone else that you can farm in Path of Diablo. It's another thing that me's like about it is there's more variety in it. Like, it's just as well worth it to farm the pits like I used to do, to farm the River of Flame, as well as the Throne Room and stuff, battle runs and all that, the Trav. But another thing you can farm is the Smith guy at the Hellforge, because he drops the tier keys. Oh shit, look at this. And this actually has a new mod. Yeah, this one has a cooldown mod, because some skills now have cooldown. But check this out. 22 chance to reset skill cooldowns on kill. So that's pretty GG, and I'm sure that there are some builds that really thrive on that. But what I've been doing... Oh damn, this guy's a toad. Devil Shifter is... I've been collecting perfect gems, specifically perfect sapphires, because I've been trying to craft some gloves that have knockback. Now, the problem is what I need is 20 IAS on the knockback gloves, because I'm leaning toward this now. I'm leaning toward making a Faith in a Grand Matron bow, which I have on Switcher. I'm just going to unsocket this thing, or take the runes out with the Hell Rune and a Town Portal Scroll. And it's 3 skills, it's 40s, it's not superior, but it'll have to do. Getting a superior one, I'm sure, would be a real pain in the ass. And I've already found, oh damn, look at this, a Foul, a Ral, and a Ral. 3 in a row. I've already found a Jaw Rune, and as some of you guys know, I have a Burr Rune. I found them both within an hour. One in the River of Flame and one in one of the tiers. And I also found a Sir Rune. Where the hell did that? That happened while I was recording. I have a video of that. That was in the Chaos Sanctuary. And I found a Vex Rune, brah. The Vex Rune fell in one of the tier runs as well, just like the bird did. But, so I almost have what it, well, I have what it takes to make a Faith. I just have to trade down some. I have to, like, you know, break up my Sir or whatever and try to get the best deal I can for an Ohm and whatever else I can get with that. I don't even have a Lem Rune, man. I haven't found a single Lem Rune or a single Ko Rune this entire bloody time since I've been playing Path of Diablo. I found one Ko from the Hellforge, and it was a Nightmare Forge, I believe, with this character. And that's actually what I put in this Harmony bow. But yeah, this game's tight as fuck, man. But here's one thing that, you know, I intended to have this video, you know, clickbaited to, or whatever you want to call it, which is... how the hell do you not miss the runes? Because I've noticed this happens several times while playing. Sometimes, especially when you're GG Javazan or Amazon like I am right here, controlling, she just kills so much shit at once on screen, and in the later areas as well. You know, like the tiers and all that. Sometimes there's just massive clusters of monsters to where so much shit drops that when you do the little highlight thing like this, stuff just stops showing up. So it becomes difficult, and it's easy to miss things, especially the runes. Of course, the runes really stick out because they're orange, but you don't want to miss the runes, is what I mean to say. Because you'd be fucked, man, if you miss like a high rune, because you only see those things fall once in a while, obviously. So here's what you got to do, and I just did this last game. As you can see here, the little Town Portal Scroll is just TP, and the greater pots are GT next to them, as you can see, and the full regs are just full. And the ID scrolls are abbreviated. All these just basic things like the potions and the scrolls, basically, from what I've seen, are all abbreviated. And that really reduces the item highlight clutter. Because as you probably know, the majority of shit that falls, well, there's a good percentage of it, at least, that are potions and keys and scrolls and things of that sort. So there's a really easy way to, I'll show you what it is. It's really easy to do. You just go to the little menu down here. This little settings thing can be a pain to deal with at first, but it's a stamina potion scene, and it's just called a stam. And the antidote potions are just called anti, and these rancid potions are just called rank. But yeah, it really reduces the clutter. Because what happened was a freaking rune was on the ground, like right here, right? And I didn't even show up. And I had no idea. So I just walked away. And then what happened was I came back, and all of a sudden I saw it, you know, highlighted. I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't even see that when I killed all that crap. If it weren't for me coming back here, I would have missed that shit, bruh. So who knows how many runes I might have missed. And who knows how many runes you guys might have missed. Because you didn't utilize this feature. Let me show you how to do it. Dude, this game is so freaking addictive. Yeah, Daddy has to take a break today. Like a few hours. Got to go do some stuff, you know. Run some errands. I don't know, get some exercise. 50s reflex bow. Just so many cows. Just so many things to kill. Or just so many shekels to collect. How's one supposed to get off this shit? But you go to settings, and you have to like hold control, I think, and left click. There's all these little features you can look at or whatever. But here's the thing. Is what you have to do is just go to the loot filter. And I already, maybe these were defaulted, selected, I don't know. But I like it that it shows ethereal, and it also shows socket. So I have both of those checked. That might be default, I'm not sure. You can uncheck them. But then you don't have to pick up every damn thing to see if it's eth. Oh, really handy feature. You know, it is bullshit that Blizzard has never implemented this stuff. Just simple stuff like this. Like it's like they don't even play the game. You know, like they wouldn't even realize, oh, why would they want to see the ethereal items? Those items are worthless. It's probably what they'd say. You know what I mean? Like, they just have so little connect with the Diablo 2 community, it seems. But maybe I shouldn't bitch about that too much. Maybe I'm unaware. I don't know, man. But there are just so many little things that have been added in Path of Diablo that are so simple. You know, that should have been implemented years and years ago. You know, fucking decades ago, bro. That Blizzard just never did. Give us a bigger fucking stash. You know? I mean, have it oriented to where we can access it with other characters, like a tab in it that you can have as a shared tab, so you don't have to throw your shit on the ground. But these folks in Path of Diablo did the best they could, man, and they're still putting work into it. So you guys got to come over here. It's tight as fuck, man. There's endgame content, stuff that challenges your character, but you just got to click this little box that says shorten names. You know? And once you do that, you got to hold control and like right click on settings to cancel it out. But then all this stuff's abbreviated. See? So I think I'm far less likely to miss a rune drop now. Or other drops for that matter. You know, all sorts of shit starts disappearing on the highlight tab. Like it's still there, obviously, and you can hover over it and see it. But most of us, you know, play like this. We hold the freaking alt button, and it just highlights stuff. Look at this, a Thresher, the 40s. Almost want to keep that toad to make a, I don't know, some rune word in it. Another insight. Not that I need one. You know what? Fuck it. I'm such a hoarder. Got to get rid of that. And probably this Nudge circlet as well. I got to get rid of that little toad. But man, you do that, and you're not going to be missing as much. I mean, you might not miss any rune drop. I don't know. Another thing is, though, this character is I'll kill shit off screen often. So when that happens, who knows? You know, I can miss all sorts of things that way. It's important to cover all the ground in which you committed battle in. But yeah, this Amazon has been a blast. They're expensive as toads, and I played with it all the way through since the beginning. You know, I didn't get any rush or anything, and I soloed in the pits in hell. I went to hell mode at level like 50, and I soloed the pits all the way up to 80 with like harmony bow an edge bow. Initially, actually, it was edge bow, and that bow sucks compared to Harmony. Harmony is GG. I mean, edge bow is okay for killing demons because it has a really high damage to demons, and it has thorns as well. So what actually worked out well was that I had the 2 Valkyrie rune word armor. It gives you the ability to summon 2 Valkyries at once. It's Toad. And with that, I had edge bow. So obviously the thorns applied to both Valkyries and my Merc. So there was all this reflect damage going on, you know. Damage returned to enemies and shit like that, and it was amazing. And that was a good way to go. I mean, life was still a bitch. It's in Amazon. It usually is. As a boson, life's a biatch. But you can start tweaking them like crazy, man. And it's rewarding. You know, there's all sorts of little things. Like, you got to really look into the breakpoints. This one, the attack speed sucks as fuck right now. She only has a single-socketed wind force, which is part of the problem. And it's too much work to get a 6-socketed wind force. So I decided until then, I'm going to go with a Faith, probably a Grand Matron, and try to hit that final attack speed breakpoint. It's going to be a Toad getting there, though. Because with all the gear that I have, I'm going to need like an arrow as well that has 17 increased attack speed or greater to hit that final 92 IAS breakpoint while wearing Fortitude and while wearing Atma's Scarab Amulet. So no Cat's Eye, no High Lords, no IAS in the armor whatsoever. It's going to be a bitch, man, getting there. But I've done the calculations, you know. Me's typed in the numbers. Iceman good with numbers. Iceman good with calculation. So that's what I got to do to get there, man. I just have to craft those knockback gloves. So I don't want to have Faith without some knockback. And obviously I'm going to miss out on that now. Now I'm not wearing Wind Force. So I've been crafting knockback gloves. These are like the best ones that I've made so far. Just some light res and magic fine. But I can go without both of those. What I need to hit this final breakpoint, I need 20 IAS on these gloves. Even better then would be to corrupt them and get 30 IAS. But fuck that, I'm not going to do that until I have 2 pairs of 20. Because obviously when you corrupt, there's a 25% chance you're going to lose the damn thing to some shit rare. Where the mods are changed entirely. And obviously it's not going to have knockback anymore. That's the primary reason as to why I have to do this. Because I would love to wear Laying of Hands. And I don't want to wear Giant Skull. I have this nice Kira's. I like having those maxed Rezal with the boson. Especially with this endgame content now. There's all sorts of mages and shit everywhere just spewing elements at you like crazy, bruh. And casting you like a motherfucker. Cursing you and all that. So I want to have max res with this character so she can go deep into those tiers. And she's been doing well. I ran the whole tier, man. It took an hour. But this huge, man. The map is so vast. And there's a boss in the middle. These little tier keys, you know what I mean? So I don't want to wear Giant Skull with this character. So for the knockback. Plus you only get 2 sockets total in the Giant Skull. So, and I'd have to wear a matriarchal bow in that case. Which I have considered, but I'm going to go with that Grand Matron me's thinking. I mean, I've been back and forth on this several times now. Alright? Because this has faster attack speed. It does 9.5 less average damage. But then when it's calculated like this, see, the final version of Faith Grand Matron versus Faith a Matriarchal is actually a 50 damage difference. So depending on how this stuff is calculated, and I don't know, you might be vastly better off with the Grand Matron for damage. You know, it would seem evident that that's the case, but really, the bows at their base are only 9.5 damage difference. So if I were to use the Matriarchal bow as opposed to the GM bow, and then I were to get a 10 max damage charm, would my overall character max damage be equivalent then to the Grand Matron bow without the 10 max damage charm? Or 2 10 max damage charms? Let me know in the comments, guys, because I don't fucking know. I don't know how this stuff is calculated, and we're not given that information. You know what I mean? Because at their base, they're only 9.5 damage difference, average damage. So I would love to make it in the Matriarchal bow, but the problem is it scales then vastly with the 300 340 enhanced damage or 330 enhanced damage that Faith offers. Not to mention the Fanaticism aura. But, like I said, would it be equivalent if I were to use the Matriarchal bow instead and have two 10 max damage charms? Would that then be equivalent to the GMB Faith bow without the two 10 max damage charms? Let me know in the comments below. I know a lot of you guys are going to answer this shit when you don't even know the answer. You can act like you do, but I know there's some folks who, you know, understand the those foundational cores of the game and how the mathematics are applied. You know, I'm going to try to look into it more, possibly, but because we want to get this little ice vixen. Daddy's been good to her. Daddy's been good to her. Who's the best weapon? I guess she doesn't want to answer that. The fuck? Okay. It's not working. The little text above the head, but screw it. Maybe she's having a rough start to the day. But nonetheless, like this damn video if you guys will. Hit that subscribe button. Become a patron if you want. Here are my patrons. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More videos to come on Path of Diablo. Get on here, bruh. This game's tight as fuck. Get on a botnet. Unless if you're a cheater. It's good for them. But other than that, man, this is a place to be. Become a patron, and peace be with you.